Johnny Appleseed by John Robinson. Characters: Judy Running, playwright, theatre director. Melanie Johns, costume designer. Grover Bell, actor. Setting: a small community theatre somewhere in the Midwest. Melanie Johns and Judy Running are sitting in the audience, while Grover Bell performs a monologue from Hamlet.
Was it? Oh, Grover.
Oh, Grover is right.
That Hamlet.
That to be or not to be.
That angst.
Oh,
That Danish tension.
To be or not to be, that is the...
No, not another Hamlet, please. We both agree it was...
a successful audition.
You are our overwhelming first choice for the role.
Thank you, ladies.
Hamlet was crazy. Grover Bell embodied his madness.
Your insanity, that's what wowed me.
When you said the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, I had just about fainted.
How about when he said, there's the rub.
Well, I never heard existential angst so eloquently rendered.
Melanie and I are impressed.
You flatter me.
You deserve the best.
I was nervous, of course, shaking.
But isn't stage fright just what is called for in this case?
I would like to now hear Mr. Bell as Johnny Appleseed.
Yes, I'm ready now. I'm ready for it.
I will become Johnny Appleseed.
You see? He will fit right into your part.
One note of caution before you begin, Mr. Bell. Johnny Appleseed in my play is temperamentally very unlike the Anxious Day.
You're the writer?
I am Judy Running, the playwright.
Oh, you are the playwright.
And Johnny Appleseed is my player.
This script.
Yes?
Reading the script last night in my bed,
Oh my God. He read it before he slept.
Johnny Appleseed just leapt off the page of me, just leapt off the page.
That's a nice compliment, thank you.
We didn't know what to expect from the little notice of this audition.
On Craigslist.
What walked through that door and read for us today? Wow.
A serial killer could have walked through the door.
Just leapt off the page of me. What can I say?
The part of Johnny Appleseed was meant for him, meant for Grover Bell.
Then we need search no further.
I had dreams about Johnny Appleseed after I read your script, Ms. Running.
Did you? Oh, that's so... Did you hear that, Melanie? Dreams?
That's a definite sign he's meant for the part.
I dreamt of hillsides, orcharded hillsides, blossoms, and of course, apples. Apple trees, red, glowing.
Bites?
Yes, of course. Succulent bites. What else?
Bites of apples?
Delicious Fujis, Galas, Gravensteins, Braeburns, Pippins, Granny Smith, Mackintosh, Roxbury Russets, Pink Ladies, pears too.
What sorts of pears?
Ripe pears.
Oh my God. He said ripe pears.
Melanie, if he can make the transition from the haunted interior Dane confined to Elsinore to the man of nature whose domain is the entire West...
Johnny Appleseed is natural.
Oh, yes, Grover Bell.
Nature itself, a man at home with the planet, the seedling, the leaf, the young branch, the infant trunk. He goes to cider mills, where he collects discarded seeds. These he bags for his nurseries, cider mills.
He has no bed to lay his head. He fashions makeshift shelters out of the debris of the woods.
Hollow stumps, and for his pillow, just a few fragments of bark, just a fistful of moss.
I must choose an apt monologue for my audition, unless, of course...
No, you choose.
It is your work.
No, you are familiar with the text.
Page 26.
How did you know? Oh, he went right for it.
Page 26, and slightly onto page 27.
That's the heart of Johnny Appleseed right there, that page.
My trembling fingers seem to turn the pages by themselves.
It's as if he's transformed.
Hush! He's beginning the monologue.
Grover Bell prepares for the audition. The house lights come down. The stage lights focus on him. The theatre magically seems to be transforming into an apple orchard in the Midwest.
Oh my God, it's already so beautiful, so perfect. I'm already excited. I'm already really excited about Grover Bell's transformation.
Look at his face.
His cheeks seems as though they're flushed like polished apples.
Down, stage fright. Calm, naughty nerves. I must be Johnny Appleseed if I am to be cast in the part. Oh, I hope they will be pleased by my monologue.
We are on pins and needles. Your resonance is so... What?
Oh, yes, Johnny Appleseed.
You will become
the
the
character.
Sometimes I feel lonely, out here way west of any settlement, far from the familiarity of the settlers.
It's the early 1800s now. His last marriage proposal was rejected. He is...
This wilderness, not a soul in the woods, squirrels, deer. The Indians are my friends, though I speak all their languages, so from them I have nothing to fear.
And yet, there is a sadness.
My last marriage proposal was turned down. She, Anna Fleming Ross, will marry another. She had accepted a proposal the day before I extended my hand. Her well-to-do father frowned on me. There is a certain sadness in my heart, a longing.
A certain longing.
Let me tell you about the only time I got angry. I raised an 8-year-old girl, an orphan myself. When she grew, each day she became more beautiful. I fully expected out of gratitude for my care that she would marry me. Instead, I caught her kissing when she was 16. Kissing a boy after talking to him about stupid matters. I told her to get out, and never come back. I have a longing in my heart, a gap, a chasm, an emptiness, bottomless, deep, abiding pain. There, where my life should be filled with the musical sound of a woman singing, a woman dancing, a woman's nimble feet, a woman to help me plant apple trees, to help me collect seeds from cider mills.
It is the present state of Ohio. Then it is known as the Northwest Territory, which has been under French control, until the English won that bitter war.
The natives still remember the French and Indian War of the 1760s. Many strong braves, their sons, nephews, spouses, slaughtered by American frontiersmen. It is hard for me, Johnny Appleseed, to endear myself to them, since I'm a white American. Yet, I managed to earn their trust. I trade apples for this cooking pot, which they never like using, lends a metallic taste to their roots and berries and mush. They would have given it away, but were pleased to have apples in exchange. Yes, apples are more than apples. They are a sign of friendship, a food for healing, a sweet flesh that binds our divided races into a unified community. An apple a day, its fiber stimulates regularity, also the symbol of romance, since the first apple in the biblical garden. I would marry a young Native American girl, say a chieftain's daughter, if any would have me, but they think of me only as Johnny Appleseed, the apple guy, kind of a natural object rather than a romantic prospect. I would like a wife, but my greatest need is for a hat. I refuse to wear a raccoon one like Daniel Boone because I can't stand the idea of killing animals for their fur. Each little creature is part of God's scheme. One mustn't hurt them, not even the delicate spider. Last night, I put out my fire, although I was cold so as not to burn the mosquitoes. And a wool cap, which is all the rage, is simply out of my price range. I may have to settle for this cooking pot as a hat, which will make me look ridiculous and diminish further my chances of finding a mate.
Oh God, that was brilliant.
So full of feeling, so very Appleseedish.
The word should be Appleseed-esque.
I must say, I heard things in that monologue I never knew that monologue had.
You're speaking of Johnny's melancholy.
Melancholy, precisely. When I wrote the monologue, I imagined a certain sadness, but not the what?
Poignancy.
The poignancy Grover Bell put into Johnny Appleseed.
So you heard Mr. Appleseed's longing as well as his angst?
Yes, the angst at night sparing the mosquitoes but languishing in his cooking pot hat.
Well, speaking as a woman, that wouldn't stop me from falling in love with Johnny.
No. A man in the cooking pot hat would really be a turn-off.
Not if he had pippins. Not if he had russets.
Reading the role of Johnny Appleseed, I felt I was Johnny Appleseed, just as I was the murderous Stain, and yet I'm still Grover Bell. Only I'm Grover Bell as Johnny Appleseed. In fact, both Grover Bell and Johnny Appleseed.
He put his soul into it.
I too, like Johnny Appleseed, I too am without a mate at the present. I'd like a girlfriend. I am a lonely actor devoted to my craft, but missing the essentials of life, which is a relationship A woman to share my hopes and dreams with. A woman to play my opposite.
I see. But we needn't go any further into that area.
Oh, he is...
No. Our job in the theater is to put our feelings into our art, as you have so...
I would love it, just love it, if after this audition, you ladies would go home with me. I have fruit in a bowl and cheese in the fridge. I have Red Delicious and Pippins, Pink Ladies, Fugees, Brayburns, Gravensteins, and Pears, and Granny Smith. And we could reread the script in my living room, or in bed. There's a vase of flowers in the calendar you would love. I feel a bond with you both, because I sense you respect my talent.
But objectivity must have a hand in creation at all times.
Even the creation of apples, it's 10% inspiration, 90% perspiration, and 50% pollination. Hard work, like acting and writing, and takes your mind off the melancholy, isolation, and bitterness.
Well, that concludes this audition. Thank you, Mr. Bell, very, very much.
You're impressed by my reading. Are you offering me the part?
We'll see, Mr. Bell. We'll let you know.
You want to come home with me? Let's go to my place now. I have a very sweet cat you'll adore.
We have other actors waiting in the hallway. We have other auditions today.
But what is it that makes Johnny Appleseed special, sexy? He's a powerful figure, a successful businessman. He makes a good living selling his seedlings to the settlers, selling his apples at roadside stands. He is no slouch, but a good match. He makes ladies very happy, especially pink ones. And like him, I'm a hard-working actor, an award-winning actor. Like him. What am I saying? I am him.
Yes, I say you were very good.
Are you offering me the role?
We have other actors waiting in.
I was perfect. You said I was Hamlet. I had captured the Danish neurosis. You said I was Appleseed-like, a natural guy, a fine fellow, a joy to be around.
No, you were very good. A little overly subjective, but...
Overly subjective?
As Judy Running says, art must contain a grain of objectivity, Mr. Bell.
Or else it's self-indulgent. We can't keep our other actors waiting. There is a line of Appleseeds outside, all with cooking pots on their heads.
But I am the only one. I was exciting.
We have your contact information.
But I was rejected by my last 7 auditions. After I read impeccably, I was rejected by my last 4 marriage proposals, even Granny Smith. Why? I eat apples constantly. I love celery. I'm a healthy guy, an artist. You can't do this. I have traveled to 1800. I am Mr. Natural. I am Johnny Cooking Pot. I have planted plants, planted whole territories. I have made rock piles into orchards, shear cliffs into rockspurs. You can't reject me.
Perhaps if you didn't come on quite so strongly, Mr. Bell, less heavy-handed, less overwrought, less...
No, I have given up my former self.
This is getting weird.
I forget what century this is. All I know is seeds, seedlings, the last of the Mohicans. All I know is the flesh of the...
There were wonderful things about your audition, and you are certainly going to be on our list of callbacks.
What? You want some soppy, TV-styled, watered-down imitation, or what? I can be whoever. Take your pick. I can turn into an apple, a seed, a tree, a flame, a stem, a peach.
You might want to see a psychiatrist, Mr. Bell.
Bell? What the hell? Who the hell is Bell?
You may have a serious identity problem.
We'll be in touch, dear Mr. Bell.
Mr. Bell, you're imposing on our time. Now, if you don't mind, please leave.
We'll call you when.
You reject my ripened seeds and Gravensteins, my Pippinesque Pippins, my luscious galas, my fruity sugars, my drunken worms, my Brayburns and kilts.
Mr. Bell, you overact seriously. You're turning Johnny Appleseed into a buffoon.
He's not a buffoon.
A buffoon? Excuse me? What did you call me? I'm sorry.
I never got buffoon from Mr. Bell's audition.
Without Johnny Appleseed, there would be no America. The settlers would have starved in Ohio. The Indians would have slaughtered the Yankees. Apple trees were a food source they depended on. His resourcefulness, diplomacy, brilliance. There could have been no railroad without Johnny Appleseed, no time travel, no gold rush, no theater, no California.
Oh, you are sincere. Your heart is in the right place.
Then I'm cast. I have the part. I must do this play. I must play this role.
Begging will get you nowhere.
I must say it. He is my favorite. I can't imagine another in the role. Tell the other actress to go home.
Oh, Melanie, do you really? Do you really think I'm good?
I believe in you.
You believe I am Johnny Appleseed?
This is totally unreal.
I mean, very, very good. You're just right.
No, you believe me. You believe in me.
Melanie, that's inappropriate, out of line, untrue, and you're not the director, not the writer. You are just the costume designer.
She at least understands me, that I am who I say I...
Just the costume designer?
Who's the director?
Me. And we don't need a costume designer, especially since our budget is limited and we probably can't afford costumes anyway.
That does it. I don't want to be part of this production anymore.
You're both the playwright and the director?
He is obviously the only actor worth looking at.
She's wearing 2 cooking pots.
If you feel that way, Bellamy, I would suggest you leave now and take your precious, schizoid Mr. Grover Bell with you.
But I've already sewn 18 costumes for the chorus of Fearless Pioneers.
I don't care. I will audition the other cooking pot Johnnies myself. Please, get out and don't come back.
Melanie and Grover find their way to the door of the theatre. They step outside and onto the street of the fairly large city that the theatre is located in.
You accept me. You think I'm good. I didn't overdo it. I didn't come on too strong. I was Grover Bell in another life. I didn't catch your last name.
Johns, Melanie Johns.
So I guess that makes 2 of us kicked out of this show because they don't have the intelligence or the resources. It's not us. It's not us. I am Johnny Appleseed and always will be.
I know you're Johnny Appleseed.
I'm lost in the 21st century. I don't understand cars, radios, planes, buses, Facebook, the internet, Twitter. What is this?
I will help you to find yourself.
You believe in me. It's her. She lacks the breadth of knowledge of experience to know that I'm a shapeshifter, a chameleon. They say I come on too strong, I'm too subjective. It's because she is frightened of real transformation. That's it.
Exactly. A playwright nowhere but in her own head.
Well, her script leaves something to be desired. I read it in bed last night. True, some of it leapt off the page, but some of it just sat there like sludge and weighed me down.
You're so honest, so direct, Mr. Bell.
I don't know if you know what it's like to be appreciated, to be respected. All the apple trees I planted?
I don't know what it's like at all.
The fact that you appreciate my efforts, that says a lot.
I'm pretty lonely, too. I got a divorce from my last husband after he was committed, and I haven't found anyone.
So I say we go to my place. How about it, Anna?
Melanie.
Right. Let's forget these theater types and just enjoy each other's company.
Do you have apples at your place, Mr. Bell? All this talk about apples makes me think, an apple or 2 would taste mighty fine right now. It would make the doctor go away.
In fact, there's a whole orchard growing in my living room.
And it wouldn't turn down a glass of hard cider either.
Of course, I have apple juice, Budweiser, grapefruit, some limp lettuce, and Chardonnay, Anna.
No, I'm not Anna.
Anna Fleming Ross. You won't reject my marriage proposal again. You must not listen to your stuffy, well-to-do father. You know you love me.
What are you talking about?
Get thee to a nunnery, Ophelia.
What's that?
Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners?
I'm sorry.
Who do you think I am, anyway?
I really don't have the slightest idea who you are, Grover. Are you Hamlet?
Hamlet? No.
Then are you Titus Andronicus?
No. Don't you get it? I am Johnny. Johnny Appleseed.